Hello and welcome students. I am Preeti Gupta and I am going to teach you the next and important topic of your unit number 1. In this class students we are going to discuss some important topics like percentage composition, how to calculate empirical formula and then how to calculate the molecular formula. So now let's start students. Now first, that is known as percentage composition. The percentage of any element, or constituent in a compound is the number of parts by mass of that element or constituent present in 100 parts by mass of the compound. Okay, what you all have to do, that a compound is giving to you and you must identify the percentage of each and every element present in the compound. So that is known as the students percentage composition. Okay, so there are some steps how to calculate the percentage composition or mass percentage. So there are two steps students. So first step is calculate the molecular mass of the compound from its formula by adding the atomic masses of all the elements present. ओके कुछ भी आपको दिया गया हो, है ना, सबसे पहले उसका क्या कैलकुलेट करना है आप लोगों को, मॉलिक्यूलर मास. एंड वी नो कि मॉलिक्यूलर मास कैसे कैलकुलेट करते हैं, बाय एडिंग द एटॉमिक मासेस ऑफ ऑल द एलिमेंट्स प्रेजेंट. ओके, नाउ स्टेप नंबर 2, calculate the mass percent of the following element by using the expression. The expression is this students. You can see in the video that percentage or mass percent of an element or constituent which is equal to mass of that element in the compound. Remember, element. Okay, mass of that element in the compound divided by molar mass of the compound. That's why you all have to calculate first the molar mass or molecular mass of the compound. Okay, then after you multiply by this with 100. Okay, then how can you calculate? Just take an example to better understand this percentage composition. Now you can see the example over here that the calculate the mass percentage of each element of water. Okay, so water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen and we know the formula of water is H2O. Okay, the first step says that calculate the molecular mass. So I am going to calculate here the molecular mass. You all know in the previous class we learned about how to calculate the molar mass or molecular mass. So here you can see hydrogen are 2 here in this formula. So I am going to write it here that 2 into atomic mass of hydrogen is 1. Alright, then after plus, then the atomic mass of, then there is only one oxygen. So I am writing here 1. Okay, and it is multiplied with the atomic mass of oxygen. Now how much? It is 2 plus 16, that will be equal to 18 gram. Okay, this will be equal to 18 gram. Now what I have to do, what the question says to the students, that calculate the mass percent of each element of water. It means I have to calculate the mass percent of hydrogen and mass percent of oxygen. So I am going to write it here that mass percent of hydrogen is equals to, what is the formula says, that mass of that element in the compound. So mass of that element in the compound is 2. Okay, so I'm going to write it here 2 divided by molar mass of the compound. So what is the molar mass of the compound? That is 18. So I'm going to write it here 18. Okay, then multiplied by 100. Okay, what you will get? You get 11.1%. So this is the percentage present in the water, hydrogens of in water. Okay, now next is mass percent of oxygen. Next element is oxygen. Now what is the mass of oxygen in hydrogen? That is 16. So I'm going to write it here as a numerator 16. And what is the denominator? Yes, 18 into 100. Now what you get? You get the answer, that is 88.7%. Okay, so this is an example to how to calculate the mass percent. You go with these steps and then solve the numerical. Now next is empirical formula. An empirical formula of a compound represents the simplest whole number ratio of various atoms present in one molecule of the compound. An empirical formula of a compound represents the simplest whole numbers ratio of various atoms present in one molecule of the compound. Okay, it is the simplest whole number ratio. Okay, what are the steps? The step number says that step number 1 says that the conversion of mass percent into gram. What you all have to do, that the percentage is given to you in the question, you all have to convert this mass percent into gram. Okay, after that I am going to take an example how to calculate the empirical formula. All right student, but just to know what are the steps. Okay, step number 1, conversion of mass percent into grams. Now step number 2, convert mass, जो आपने convert किया है in grams में mass को, into number of moles of each element. अब उसको किस में convert करना है? उसके number of moles निकालने हैं. Okay, and we all know कि number of moles कैसे निकलते हैं, that the given mass divided by its atomic mass. Okay, now step number 3, divide the mole value obtained above the, divide the मोल वैल्यू, जो यहाँ से आपके पास में मोल वैल्यू आई है उसको आपको डिवाइड करना है अबव विद द स्मॉलेस्ट मोल वैल्यू टू गेट द सिंपलेस्ट रेशियो. ऑलराइट, टू गेट द सिंपलेस्ट रेशियो. स्टेप नंबर 4, राइट एम्पेरिकल फॉर्मूला बाय मेंशनिंग, राइट एम्पेरिकल फॉर्मूला बाय मेंशनिंग द नंबर्स आफ्टर writing the symbols of respective elements. Write empirical formula by mentioning, we all know what is empirical formula, the simplest whole number ratio. Now write empirical formula by mentioning the numbers after writing the symbols of respective elements. Okay, now take an example just to understand ki how to calculate the empirical formula. So I am going to take an example in this video students, that a compound on analysis was found to contain carbon, that is 34.6%, hydrogen 3.85%, and oxygen 61.55%. Now calculate its empirical formula. Just to better, स्पेशली क्या होता है ना स्टूडेंट्स, हमारा राइटिंग पार्ट बहुत अच्छा होना चाहिए सीबीएसई के अंदर, राइट, क्योंकि लिखने के नंबर मिलते हैं. तो अब क्या करना है कि इसको बेटर अंडरस्टैंड करने के लिए अब एक हम एक टेबल बना लेते हैं. ऑलराइट, सो एक टेबल बनाएंगे यहाँ पर. आई एम गोइंग टू मेक अ टेबल ओवर हियर जस्ट टू बेटर अंडरस्टैंड हाउ टू कैलकुलेट द एम्पेरिकल फॉर्मूला स्टूडेंट्स. सो आई एम गोइंग टू मेक अ टेबल ओवर हियर. ओके, आपको भी सेम ऐसे ही बनाना है टेबल को. ओके, इन दिस वे. The first column, okay, after that there are 6 columns are there. Okay, okay, this column is for element. So there are 3 elements are given to us in the question, that is carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. After that, how much percentage is given? Then after, their atomic mass. Okay, then after, convert this into moles, that is moles. Okay, then after, molar ratio. Then after, simple whole number ratio, simple, or we can say simplest whole number ratio. All right, so this is a table students. Now I am going to write it here, that is element, percentage, atomic mass, moles, or we can say gram atoms. After that, molar ratio, then simplest whole number ratio. Now I am going to write the elements. What are the given in the question? Carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. All right. What are the percentages given to us? Just write the value of. Okay, don't write it a percentage. Okay, the value is 34.6. After that 3.85. After that 61.55. All right. Now what is the next is atomic mass. You all know that the atomic mass of carbon is 12, hydrogen is 1, and oxygen is 16. Now next step says that convert this into the moles, right? So what you have to do, the percentage is divided by their atomic mass. Okay, because you convert this into the gram. Now this gram is going to be divided by the atomic mass and you get the moles. So 34.6 divided by 12. Divide by 12. 3.85 divided by 1. 61.55 डिवाइड बाय 16. ओके, इतना समझ में आया आप लोगों को? उसके बाद में क्या करना है, इसको सॉल्व करना है. अगर मैं इसको सॉल्व करती हूँ तो ये वैल्यू आएगी 2.88. आफ्टर दैट आएगी 3.85. उसके बाद आएगी 3.85. अब वापस आप लोग स्टेप्स में देखिए, हमने क्या पढ़ा था? हमने ये पढ़ा था कि सबको किससे डिवाइड करना है, सबसे स्मॉलर डिजिट से आपको सबको डिवाइड करना है. तो यहाँ पर अगर मैं देखती हूँ इस कॉलम के अंदर, तो स्मॉलर डिजिट कौन सी है? ये वाली है. तो इसका मतलब क्या है, ये जो तीनों वैल्यूज़ हमारे को मिली हैं, इसको किससे डिवाइड करना है? 2.88 से. नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू डिवाइड जस्ट टू कैलकुलेट द मोल रेशियो. दैट इज 2.88 डिवाइड बाय 2.88. ओके, नाउ दिस 3.85 डिवाइडेड बाय 2.88. 3.85 divided by 2.88. Okay, I get the value that is 1. That is 1.335 and this value comes out to be 1.335. All right students, now what I have to do? I have to convert in the simple whole number ratio. All right, so you can convert it into the simplest whole number ratio. Okay, by multiplying. Okay, this would be. Now students, you can see that 1.335. Okay, so when we divide 4 by 3, we get this value. Okay, when we divide 4 by 3, we get this value. So what I have to do students, I am going to write it here that if we divide 4 by 3, okay, we get this value 1.335. Not what is empirical formula, this is known as the simplest whole number ratio. All right, so what I have to do students, in this I am going to write it here 1, and that is we all know that is 4 by 3 students. So I am going to write it here 4 by 3. Okay, and this is also 4 by 3. Now this is not a simple whole number ratio. What I have to do to convert it into the simple whole number ratio, I just multiplied with this all and by 3, because when it is multiplied by 3 it becomes 3. When this multiplied by 3 is the numerator 3 is not cut it out with the denominator 3. This is also, then the what we have, that is 1 is to 4 is to 4. That is known as the empirical formula. So what I am going to doing here, that I am going to multiply this 1 by 3 to get the simple whole number ratio. Now I am going to multiply by this also with the 3 and this also with the 3. Now what is going on? This 3 must be cancelled from this 3 and this 3 must be cancelled out from this 3. What happens? We get that 3, 4 and after that 4. So we cannot consider again with the simple whole numbers ratio. So that is students known as, so the ratio of, in this question, the ratio of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen come out to be 3 is to 4 is to 4. Okay, by this you can write the empirical formula, that is carbon. First of all you write the you can say the symbol of the compound, that C. Okay, after that how much? That is 3. After that hydrogen 4O4. So student, this is known as empirical formula. Okay. Now the next is molecular formula. Okay, it shows the exact number of different types of atoms present in a molecule of a compound. It shows the exact number of different types of atoms present in a molecule of a compound. What are the steps to calculate the molecular formula students? स्टेप नंबर 1, डिटरमाइन द एम्पेरिकल फॉर्मूला. ओके, तो आपको क्या करना है, सबसे पहले एम्पेरिकल फॉर्मूला कैलकुलेट करना है बाय द प्रीवियस. ओके, जैसे भी मैंने थोड़ी देर पहले आपको समझाया कि हाउ टू कैलकुलेट द एम्पेरिकल फॉर्मूला. तो फर्स्ट ऑल हैव टू डू दैट, यू ऑल हैव टू डिटरमाइन द एम्पेरिकल फॉर्मूला. ओके, नेक्स्ट, calculate the empirical formula mass. Now what you have to do, you have to calculate the empirical formula mass, okay, by adding the atomic masses of the atoms in the empirical formula. Okay, step number 3, determine the molecular mass. Determine the molecular mass. Step number 4, determine the value of n by the formula, because you get the molecular mass and empirical formula mass, you can determine the value of n easily. So the value of n is equals to molecular mass divided by empirical formula mass. Okay, and now change n to the nearest whole number. What you all have to do, you must change the n to the nearest whole number. After this, that's last step, students. Step number 5, that multiply empirical formula by n to get the molecular formula. What you have to do, that multiply empirical formula by n to get the molecular formula. You can calculate that molecular formula is equals to n into empirical formula. Okay, so this is the formula, that molecular formula is equals to n into empirical formula. Okay, now I am going to tell you how to calculate the empirical formula. Let's take an example. Now the question says, students, that the empirical formula and molecular formula of a compound, okay, are CH2O. So the empirical formula is given to us in the question and molecular mass is given to us in the question, that is 180 grams. What will be the molecular formula of the compound? So first of all, what you all have to do, that no need to identify the empirical formula. The empirical formula is given to us in the question. If it is not given, the percentage of each and every element is given, then you all have to calculate the empirical formula. But the empirical formula is given in the question, no need to calculate the empirical formula. All right, so what you have to do, you have to calculate the empirical formula mass. Okay, so I'm going to write the answer over here, that is empirical formula mass. Empirical formula mass. Okay, so because the formula is given to us, that is CH2O, then that is okay. How many carbon atoms are there? There is only one, so 1 is multiplied with its atomic mass. Okay, after that plus, then write it here 2 into 1 plus 16 into 1. All right, so this is how we calculate the mass. Okay, so this is a normal process, students. Now we get the answer has come out to be 30. Okay, that is 30. So this is the empirical formula mass of this empirical formula. Now molecular mass is given to us in the question, so I'm going to write it here, that is molecular mass is equals to 180 grams. After that, what you have to do to calculate the molecular formula, you must calculate the value of n. So what is n? N is equals to molecular mass divided by empirical formula mass. Now what is molecular mass? 180 grams. So I'm going to write it here, 180 divided by 30. Okay, so I get it here, that is 6. All right, so this is 6. Okay, now what I have to do, now I have to calculate the molecular formula. Now the question, molecular formula is equals to n into empirical formula. So what is the empirical formula, students? n की value कितनी है? 6 है. So I'm going to write it here 6. And what is the empirical formula? CH2O. Okay, then you must multiply this CH2O by 6. So what you get, if you can multiply with this, you get C6H12O6. all right, students, so this is how to calculate the empirical formula and molecular formula. Please do more and more practice of the questions. Okay, in the next class we are going to discuss the next topics of your unit number 1. Thank you, students.